Just trying to ease into the outing.
It's a swing and a miss and starts his night with a strikeout.
Throwing the ball firmly and getting ahead can make you look aggressive, and then finding a pitch to put people away with 2 strikes can make you look aggressive.
And now a 4-pitch walk to Taylor to give the Dodgers the game's first run. Bases loaded walk Chris Taylor, and it's 1-0 here in the first.
Start for Julio.
0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Boy, 3 fastballs. More or less middle. Yeah, and he sits down quickly on the second K from back up with a fastball.
Yep.
It worked. 96. Third K for
Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly hits one deep to left field. Kike Hernandez on the track. It's drifting to the wall, and Carson Kelly takes it out of here. We are tied at 1. Carson's had some big nights at Dodger Stadium last year.
Here's Taylor as the game's only RBI for the Dodgers. Bases loaded walk in that first inning. Punches it down the line. Barrels are overrated, but RBIs aren't. Into the corner. Pollock in to score. Taylor to second. 2-1 Dodgers.
Just a sore lat muscle there in cage work.
Yeah, you know what? Off the off day, coming off the off day, got in the cage and then started swinging the bat. Then I don't know what lat it was. It wasn't oblique, just the lat. Kind of felt a little tight. So right there, we just wanted to make sure we got ahead of it and give him an extra day.
Now the 2-2. Young strikes out swinging on a fastball, and the inning is over.
And there it is. Alex Young strands 2.
The hit and then retired 3 straight in the second. Fastball, call strike 3. Varsho.
5th inning. Hernandez lifts one, center field and deep. Varsho going back on it. He's at the track. He's at the wall and able to catch it. That'll bring home Muncy from third. Everybody advances. Hernandez gets an RBI since August 16th. Goes after the first one here. Fly to center field. Varsho is there. Make the catch. Taylor will come home, and the Dodgers lead 4-1. Couple of productive outs for Hernandez and Rios in the 5th.
Pollock down the line, headed to the corner. LeCastro makes a nice running grab. Everybody has to scurry.
Another 3-2. Stroke to right on a line. Calhoun misjudged it, and it's over his head to bring home 2. Taylor stops at second, and the Dodgers lead at 6-1. Strike 3 call. Woo. It looks a lot harder than 91. There goes Calhoun as Ahmed rips one to deep left field. That is gone. 2-run home run for Nick Ahmed, and it's 6-3. Another 1-2 pitch to Varsho. He struck him out, and that will do it. Well, it took a little more work in this 9th inning than they would have liked, but ultimately it's a 6-3 win.
CT, a really good game for you tonight. You drive in 4, bottom of the 3rd inning. What are you thinking in that situation against Young?
Yeah, just get him up, try to get him in the air. You know, he's got a good sinker, good off speed. He tries to keep the ball down in the zone. So really just wanted to use the whole field, put something in the outfield, and found it down the line there. Got beat a little bit, but was still able to get it in the air, and good things happened.
Barrels are overrated, but RBIs are not. Then another 2-run double for you in that 2-out situation against Piamps. What was your read on that in terms of what Cole Calhoun was doing defensively? Were you going for 2 there?
Yeah, originally I thought it was right at him, and you know, fortunately it was able to sneak over his head, and yeah, I don't know, and I'm glad he didn't catch it.
What did you see from Julio Urias tonight? Dave Roberts kind of implored him to be aggressive and really not let himself get into any trouble in the first inning. Probably the strongest outing for him all year.
Yeah, he looked really good. He was working fast, which we love out in defense. He's throwing a lot of strikes, had all his pitches working, and getting ahead of hitters. Seemed like his fastball had some good life on it too. So yeah, really good to see an outing like that from Julio. You
guys have the next 8 games against the NL West. In fact, 15 of your last 23 games are against this division. Nice to be able to make a statement tonight against Arizona. Yeah, always good to get that first one against a division opponent. You know, I think they've had some guys move around a little bit yesterday with the trades, and they got some new
some new arms and new players. So first time seeing a couple of these guys. So it's good to get that first one.
Yeah, they look very different. You looked great tonight, Chris, offensively. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Lana.
Probably the most impressive performance so far from Julio Urias. I know you wanted him to be aggressive today. He didn't really get into any sort of trouble in that first inning, which has given him problems in the past. How are you impressed with the 6 that he gave you tonight?
Very impressed, and that's even saying that for the first 5 innings, he didn't have feel for the changeup. So that just speaks to his command with the slider or slurve, whatever he has, and the fastball. So played really well tonight. I was happy for him, and thought about extending him to that 7th inning, which he certainly could have done, but just appreciating the fact that he's going to pitch on Sunday on regular rest, which all year he's pitched on an extra day or 2. So just kind of not trying to push him too much in this one to get ready for Sunday, but very pleased with Julio tonight.
Offensively, Chris Taylor drives in 4, but you guys also had 8 walks today. What can you say about the quality of at-bats up and down your lineup today against their pitching staff?
That's what it was, Alana. I mean, just Corey taking a walk to lead off an inning, set the tone, in 1 inning, and just the at-bat quality, using the whole field, the situational hitting. We had a couple sac flies in there tonight. Really good, just grinding at-bats, and then when you get that starter out of there, then you get to the pen. So just professional tonight. Really good to see.
If Scott Alexander would have been a little bit more efficient, you guys would have had all left-handers in this game today. What were you noticing about the appearance from Scott and then Kenley being able to shut the door?
I thought our relievers did a nice job. Scotty, first 2 outs, really good. Then he, with the walk, and then left a pitch up to Ahmed. So, yeah, then there was another walk in there. So it was, one of those games where you don't want to get Kenley in the game when you have a 5-run lead in the 9th inning, but you still got to lock down that game, and Kenley came in, got a punch, so that was good. Thought Woody, to get him in there tonight was good to get him back, had a clean inning, so that was fun to see as well.
Cody in there tomorrow, Doc?
We got to see. So talking to him today and tonight, he felt better with treatment, but it's one of those things. We're going to let him get loose tomorrow, go through his routine, and see where we're at.
Okay, thank you.
Dodgers take the series opener from Arizona by a final of 6-3, and probably the most encouraging thing to come out of this one was the performance of the starter, Julio Urias.
Yeah, it really is. You go into the season thinking, the number 1 is going to be Kershaw, then Buehler, and then you think, who's going to step up to be the number 3 when we get to October? And I thought Julio had the best chance to really make that dent. Now, Gonsolin and May have entered that equation, but Julio Urias tonight, really, if he can continue to press like this, that's the guy that you're going to consider in the playoffs.
How about Walker Buehler coming back tomorrow off of the injured list?
You got Walker Buehler and Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers over their last 19 games are 16-3, so this is a pretty nice pairing to keep the streak alive.
As they try to win another series tomorrow with Buehler on the mound against Gallen of the Diamondbacks.